Attention to all passionate Cowboys followers. An exclusive piece of news has been unveiled for those who live and breathe for the Dallas franchise. The upcoming NFL draft looms like a mountain challenging the skill and determination of the league's stellar team. But why does this particular draft shape up as a monumental challenge for the Cowboys? That's where a tale full of intrigue and anticipation comes into play. If we delve into the Cowboys' history, we'll find that they've masterfully dominated the free agency game, knowing how to retain their stars and strengthen their roster with shrewd draft picks. However, the landscape in the year 2024 paints a very different picture. The franchise finds itself facing the daunting task of replacing key players who have departed for new horizons in free agency, leaving crucial vacancies in the starting lineup. The departure of Tyron Smith and Tyler Baiadas, two pivotal elements on the offensive line, has left Dallas in a compromised position, forcing them to seek solutions quickly and effectively. The strategy that in previous years granted them the luxury of selecting the best available talent in the draft no longer seems to be the most viable option. With multiple starting positions in need of reinforcement, particularly on a depleted offensive line, the Cowboys are faced with a crucial dilemma. Should they stick to the same tactic or focus on addressing the most pressing needs? However, a ray of hope shines on the horizon in the form of Jackson Powers Johnson from the University of Oregon. This talented center could emerge as an immediate starter for the Cowboys, providing invaluable stability and protection to Dak Prescott. Nevertheless, there's a lingering fear that Powers Johnson, along with other standout offensive linemen, may no longer be available when Dallas has their turn at the 24th pick in the draft. The challenge facing the Cowboys is monumental. Not only must they recover from the exodus of free agents, but also improve upon last year's performance, which failed to translate into a single playoff victory. The pressure on the team is overwhelming, with the expectation of finding quick and effective solutions in the draft. This year's draft presents an unprecedented challenge for the Cowboys. Will they be able to overcome the complications caused by free agency and make the right decisions to rebuild their team? Stay tuned for more updates on how Dallas will tackle this challenge and the fate of Powers Johnson in the NFL draft. In the vibrant universe of the National Football League, NFL, a news bombshell is about to detonate, potentially altering the balance of power, with the iconic Dallas Cowboys positioning themselves at the epicenter of the action. According to highly reliable internal sources within the team, the Cowboys are deeply engaged in a serious evaluation regarding the possibility of acquiring the standout running back from the Houston Texans, Dameon Pierce. This potential move not only promises to shake the league's foundations, but could also redefine the competitive dynamics in the National Conference. Pierce's story is a fascinating journey full of ups and downs that has unfolded in Houston. Since his selection in the fourth round of the 2022 NFL Draft, the running back has transitioned from a modest prospect to becoming an invaluable asset for the Texans' offense. With his fearless and versatile playing style, Pierce managed to amass nearly 1,000 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns in a challenging season for his team. His ability to catch passes also stood out, tallying 30 receptions for 165 yards and another touchdown. However, the landscape has undergone a drastic change for Pierce in Houston. The arrival of Joe Mixon from the Cincinnati Bengals has relegated the running back to a secondary role in the Texans' rotation. Despite not having any known behavioral issues, Pierce seems to have lost ground in the team's gameplay scheme. This situation has caught the attention of the Cowboys, who have been actively seeking to bolster their ground game. With a modest salary and at just 24 years of age, Pierce emerges as a highly attractive option for Dallas. Although the Cowboys are also expected to consider drafting a running back in the upcoming draft, the opportunity to acquire an experienced player like Pierce could significantly expedite the team's rebuilding process. The fervent followers of the Cowboys are eagerly awaiting to see if the team will take the bold step of bringing Pierce to Dallas. This potential move would not only have an immediate impact on the team's roster configuration, but could also shape the competitive landscape in the NFL's National Conference. Therefore, professional football enthusiasts and observers are urged to stay tuned for more updates on this fascinating development that could redefine the destinies of two franchises and resonate throughout the NFL world. Cowboys Nation, get ready to dive into one of the most heated and fascinating debates of the moment. From the bustling headquarters in Frisco emerges a question that resonates in every corner. Are the Dallas Cowboys truly desperate to secure Odell Beckham Jr.'s signature? Let's rewind a bit to understand the context. About a year ago, magnate Jerry Jones and the Cowboys were deploying all their resources to lure OBJ to Dallas. However, during a visit from the talented receiver to the city, it was discovered that his knee had not yet reached its peak performance. As a result, Beckham Jr. chose to sign with the Baltimore Ravens, leaving the Cowboys empty-handed. But now, a year later, the situation has taken a 180-degree turn. The Ravens have decided to release Odell, and rumors are at an all-time high, hinting that the mighty Kansas City Chiefs, led by the formidable Patrick Mahomes, might be interested in adding the talented receiver to their ranks. This new juncture leads us to question whether the Cowboys should reconsider their stance regarding Beckham Jr. In our thorough analysis, both in the Fish Report and in our exclusive podcast, we are fervently debating whether this is the right time for Dallas to pursue Beckham Jr., although we don't usually advocate for such moves. The current situation of the Cowboys forces us to rethink our strategies. We are watching valuable talent slip away in free agency, and it seems we are not taking concrete action on it. Let us imagine an intriguing alternative scenario. What if the Cowboys had not opted to acquire Brandon Cooks last year? Could Odell Beckham Jr. have been the missing piece in our offensive puzzle? Do we truly need his skills on the field urgently, or is it simply an impulsive response to the recent injuries of key players like Tyron Smith and Leighton Vander Esch? These questions plunge us into an ocean of speculation and detailed analysis, where every detail counts and every scenario deserves to be thoroughly explored. It's an exciting time to be part of Cowboys Nation, with the team's future hanging in the balance and the possibility of joining the ranks of the league's fiercest contenders at stake. Stay tuned for more updates and analysis on this thrilling developing topic. And so, we come to the end of this thrilling journey through the challenges and dilemmas facing the Dallas Cowboys on the NFL stage. What are your thoughts on the crucial decisions the team must make in the upcoming draft? Do you believe the potential acquisition of Dameon Pierce could be the key to strengthening the Cowboys' ground game? And regarding the intriguing possibility of bringing Odell Beckham Jr. to Dallas, do you think it would be a wise move to boost the team's offense? Your opinion is crucial. We want to hear your voice and thoughts on these hot topics. Leave your comments and opinions below. Don't miss any of our updates by subscribing to the channel, and be sure to give it a like if you enjoyed this in-depth analysis. Share this video with your friends and family who are passionate about American football so they can join the conversation too. Together, let's continue writing the exciting story of the Dallas Cowboys in the National Football League. Stay tuned for more news, analysis, and in-depth coverage of the team and all the NFL action. Thank you for being part of this community and for your continued support. Until next time, Cowboys Nation.